Hello, I'm 2D, the singer, and I play the pianos, and I need the toilet. Hello, Mum, you listening to the radio? Oh, Mum?
Hi, I'm Russell. I'm the fat beat machine, and I ain't getting no play with no fool sucker. Hannibal, get that cloth from away from me.
오! 누더르다!
Hi, I'm Murdoch and I play bass in this outfit. My hobbies are hang gliding and cat changing. And this is something they should never forget is that it's my band. It's my band. I dabbled with Satan's Scrotum, Thor's Roar, and my personal favourite was Number of the Beats. I like that one, man. It's good.
Oh, I thought the punch-ups was cool.
Yeah.
I like meters and obliques and ass tricks, but Noodle saved us in the nick of time before our first gig.
Gorillaz!
Guerrilla warfare, chemical warfare, or expensive bus fare. Whatever it takes to rid the charts of the virulent Ebola band virus.
Oh, I can't remember. I think I made a hideous mistake.
Oh, have you? Anything I can help you with?
Only joshing, you little faggot. Our first gig at the Camden Brown House turned into a monster riot, It was bang out of order. And then EMI's legendary headhunter, what's his name again? Whiffy Smith. He was there, right, and he snapped us up there and then. And before we knew what was going on, we were signing our contract in London Zoo with all the tigers. Nobody has been willing to put us on after the incident at the Brown House.
I watch zombie movies all day. Noodle practices her karate and Prune's her bonsai, and Russell is the school's the local skinhead community.
And I just sit there making pacts with the devil. Hail Satan!
I'm gonna answer that if y'all don't mind. You see, all bands are manufactured to a greater or lesser extent. If you take the lowest common denominator, the boy band, then it's a case of you gonna pay peanuts, you gonna get monkeys.
You pay top dollar, you get gorillas!
Well, I'll answer this if you don't mind. We got a mixing desk, yeah, and Todd, our tech, puts all the sounds in there, and then we're done.
Bravo, Brainache. The world is now enlightened. It ain't wrong, but it ain't right. We call it zombie hip-hop or dark pop.
Yeah, or German two-step, fresh lounge, or sweetcore.
Since when we been calling our shit sweet corn?
No problem. Fatty Arbuckle and Leonard Skinner, to name just two.
Tom Savini and John Cassavetes.
Got to be Farrakhan and Shaka Khan.
リッチーサンプラーとピカチュウとゴールドダック
Oh, I am not going down any path that Radiohead has walked down, man. Give me an avocado stone and a shoehorn and I'll show you something really experimental, man, yeah?
I think daytime TV show called Jean-Claude Van Damme's Big Bag of Chat would be quite experimental.
Stupid is the new clever. Like Grey was the new Black. Like Tom York is the new Marty Feldman.
Do you know how much salad we had to toss to get that kind of coverage? Besides, it's hip to be hype.
This is evolution. If you're old, bald, or in the way, we'll push you over. Have you ever seen a fully grown naked man grasping his broadsword?
Mick Hucknall.
Oh, Mick Hucknall, man. Hey, listen, I hate ginger dread men, you know. They just make me bath up, you know what I'm saying? I mean, death is the only fate befitting that ponce, whereupon he will suffer eternal torment in hell.
Sounds about right to me, but it's a sucker.
Well, we recorded the album in Jamaica and I was on the studio roof recording the vocal for sound check, and while I was singing, right, I was looking up at the stars and this giant vulture, right, that the locals called Johnny Bird, swooped down and took me into the mountains and left me there with a Rastafarian medicine man called Wobbly. I stayed there for a week and he fed me with vegan food and educated me in the ways of Jah Selassie I, but I can't remember a word he said.
キングストンジャマイカ行きの新幹線の途中やったな。
Yeah. No, the lyric is, she turned my dad on. The song's about Lindsay Dawn Mackenzie. She always made my dad make a grab for a cushion for his lap.
She's got athlete's beaver, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Augustus Pablo's bass player, Junior Dan, jammed with Murdoch on that track, and 2D added that solid reggae vibe on his Suzuki Omnichord. The rap you all know was provided by my dear departed high school pal Dell, whose spirit now lives inside of me.
The Boom Boom Bling Bling boys rent the studio next door to ours. They stole some master tapes and some stickers and went to Radio 1's Dream Team. Yeah.
No, we got it done for Notting Hill Carnival and you got on the stage and did a live PA high on rum punch.
Same thing in my books.
Well, the funny thing is, I'm only nostalgic about things that happened in the past.
Mick Jones and Johnny Rotten, thank you very much.
Well, in the same way that Azy Fantasy can mutate into Jeremy Healy, taking the punk ethos onto the dance floor for Ibiza and still maintain the size-to-leg ratio, yeah? But you can't turn a fat boy into a house Martin, right?
Yeah, well, what has John Wayne's big leggy got to do with anything anyway?
I think we all know what Chuck D had to say about that good old boy.
So, mate, we know who Johnny Bird is.
Yeah, Johnny Bird, he's like this big vulture, you know, with like Cuban heels, man. And he's got these like trousers he wears, you know, and they're sort of like slightly flared and nestling gently on top of his casual shoes.
Yeah, I think that Fatty Smalls shot him.
Fatty Small. I keep telling Biggie Smalls, man. Forgive him. He knows not what he says.
Amen. Oh, sorry, I meant to say, hail Satan, bugger. I've absolutely no idea. No, seriously, no. I've always been like a big Howard Devoto fan. I love him. I love Howard. Lovely big man. And I was listening to a magazine, right, while driving up to Stoke to see my little old grandmother. Oh, she's lovely. That's my lovely grandmother, not the other one who's not quite as nice. Anyway, that's another story. But the motorway was completely empty. And it reminded me of Romero's Day of the Dead, so I sort of stuck it all together and kind of, came up with M1A1. It's not where you're from, it's where you're at. I mean, Ian Brown said that,
Yeah, and that brother's had more monkey in him than Mickey Dolenz. We all love each other, except Murdoch, who hates us all and himself equally.
Yeah, exactly. That would be true. Yeah. What's your point? What's your point?
I love you, Murdoch.
Look, I won't say it again. I saved your life. You owe me your soul, man.
Okay.
Oh, nice one. Oh, no, I thought it was rather flattering, actually. Yeah. Oh, well, you see, we formed as a band in April '98, right? And then it took some time for our individual characters to gel together. And basically, it was only after many punch-ups, screaming matches, and late-night colouring-in sessions that we've kind of reached a point where we can get on stage, pull our pants up high under our armpits and shout, "Hello, Mr. President."
Hell, there ain't no point being a big gorilla in a little pond.
Limp Bizkit, Pearl Jam, and every other bunch of butthole surfers that you may care to mention.
The best comparison I can think for being a cartoon band is finding yourself sewn into the seat of William Hanna and Joe Barbera's jogging pants on the day they invented the new schmoo. That was a pretty wild ride.
Well, and I always have the models of Brian Jones, Dennis Hopper, and Peter Falk in my mind. I say the Stones are pretty successful, and me and Mick, man, we just kind of got it together. And I remember seeing Mick on a train, and I said, "Hi, Mick, how you doing? Where'd you get the records?"
I personally would like to have Jimmy Brown as my chauffeur, Puff Daddy as my caddy, and Dr. Huxtable as my GP. That shit would be dope.